Hi, and welcome to the Gold Award Workshop. Through this workshop, you will learn how to complete your Gold Award project, including requirements, executing ideas, building your team, creating a project timeline, and handling money. There will be a question and answer review to complete at the end of this workshop. Please remember that each girl will need to complete a question and answer review in order for us to mark your attendance. Since 1916, Girl Scouts' highest award has stood for excellence and leadership for girls everywhere. When you decide to earn your Girl Scout Gold Award, you are on your honor to uphold the standards of excellence. These standards set a high benchmark for everything you do and invite you to think deeply, explore opportunities, and challenge yourself. Following the standards of excellence challenges you to develop yourself as a leader, achieve the Girl Scout leadership outcomes, and make a mark on your community that creates a lasting impact in the lives of others. During a Gold Award project, you learn life skills that help shape your path for further education, careers, and life interests like event planning, reaching out to mentors and inspiring adults, writing and publishing materials, and leading classes. The goal is not to complete the perfect project. It's the journey you experience when you agree to take on the challenge. To begin the process, you must 1. Complete the Girl Scouts of Gulf Coast, Florida Gold Award Workshop. You're doing this now, but be sure to complete the question and answer review at the end so we can record your attendance. 2. Review all materials prior to starting your Gold Award project. You have access to the Girl Scout Gold Award guidelines for Girl Scout seniors and ambassadors in your Girl's Guide to Girl Scouting and online. 3. You must complete 2 senior or ambassador journeys or have earned the Silver Award and complete 1 senior or ambassador journey. Additionally, you must be a currently registered Girl Scout as a Girl Scout senior or ambassador, grades 9 through 12. Different from the Bronze and Silver, the Gold Award is a solo project. This means that girls cannot work on a project together. The project cannot be related to the Girl Scout community or properties. You'll need to find a community issue to address for your Gold Award project. It cannot be just a beautification project. This can be part of the project, just not the whole project. And the project must be 80 hours. This seems daunting, but the hours add up quickly. You can count the hours researching the idea, writing your proposal, gathering volunteers, speaking to other organizations, setting up site visits, marketing the project, actually doing the event or workshops, evaluation, etc. These are the essential components of the Gold Award. Issue or root cause means that to help solve a problem, you need to address the issue that is causing the problem. If not, the problem will continue. Active leadership means recruiting people to help your efforts and directing them to help achieve your project goals. Passion and creativity. This is where you truly shine. Concentrate on a project that you have a passion for and use creativity to develop a new and unique project. Challenge yourself to address a community need in a different way or address an issue that hasn't been addressed before. Volunteers means that you must have others help you. Volunteers need to be from outside the Girl Scout community, so think of someone from school, a religious organization, or other organizations that might want to help you or be interested in your cause. Measurability means being able to measure your success. Think about taking before or after pictures, or how many people you invite that attend to your event. Community impact is important because Girl Scout Gold Awards are expected to address a community need outside of Girl Scouts. You define the type of community you wish to reach, such as your school district, religious community, neighborhood, etc., and whether your project is done on a local, national, or global scale. Sustainability means that you have taken the steps to ensure that your project lives on and has a lasting impact on your community. A sustainable project is one that lives on after your project ends. Think about working collaboratively with other organizations so they can carry your project on. Advocacy means that you have worked to educate others about your issue and have inspired them to help out. We've talked about taking action in relation to journeys. We want to take some time to discuss exactly what that means. It is important to know the difference between a service project and a take action project. A service project has a short-term impact, addresses an immediate need, and is done once, while a take action project has long-term measurable benefits, addresses the root cause of something, and ensures sustainability. Some service projects that you may have encountered in the past include food drives, clothing drives, or feeding the hungry for holidays. All of these things have one thing in common. They are offering service or goods, and it happened just once, not continually. A Take Action project is much more. It creates community awareness about a problem. It gets the community involved. It teaches people about the issues and inspires them to act. For example, if a family in your community had a fire, a service project would be to do a drive for food or clothing for them, while the Take Action project would involve a public service announcement about safety and planning a safety day for kids in the community. To take action, you must first look at a problem and then look at its root causes. The issue given in this slide is a car accident. There are quite a few causes for a car accident. Let's look at a few. Texting, alcohol, an animal in the road, doing your makeup, reading, being distracted by other people in the car, medical issues, road hazards, pedestrians, and underage drivers. When thinking about a project, you will select one or maybe a few causes to address in order to reduce car accidents. As we talked about in the very beginning of this workshop, the Gold Award is about leadership. This means you are leading others toward your desired result. You aren't doing all of the parts of the project on your own. If we use the car accident issue and focus on the cause of alcohol, you might be holding workshops to educate people about the dangers of driving under the influence of alcohol. You wouldn't hold the workshop yourself. You would contact the police department, possibly SAD, Students Against Drunk Driving, to do the presentations. You could also ask a friend who is a great graphic artist to help make posters using the instructions you give. You would also ask other volunteers to distribute the flyers to the places you want them to be located. In all of these ways, you are leading the project. So far, we talked about ways and places to look for issues that could be the source of your project. But now let's talk about involving your interests as well. Believe it or not, this is often the hardest part of the project for each girl. We all tend to be passionate about many different things like animals, homeless, nature, disabilities, disease, education, the elderly, children, food, laws, music, drama, geocaching, camping, games, jewelry, healthy living, and photography. Your project will be successful and more meaningful to you if you can incorporate one of your passions. Just be sure to address the root cause using your passion instead of using your passion to address an issue that doesn't really need solving. Measurability. How will you see the before and after effect of your project? Will you use pictures, surveys, questionnaires, verbal comments, pledge forms? Think about this so that you can track your progress. How will your project live on after you have completed it? Have you physically created something that will remain there? If you planted a garden or built a bridge or playground, all of those things will remain in place after you're done. But you'll need to think about who will maintain the garden or repair the bridge or clean up the playground. A plan for maintenance needs to be considered. Did you make a video? If you held workshops to educate others about your issue and root cause and made a video, the video can be part of the sustainability. But where will you share the video? Did you create a blog? Will you continue to update the blog, or can you pass that on to someone else? If you made a Facebook group, will you keep monitoring it or ask one of the members to keep up with it? Any printed materials that can be left on display at pertinent locations will help as well. Will another group carry on your work? Perhaps there's another organization that cares about your cause and is willing to help out. Advocacy. This is one of the biggest components of your Gold Award project. Be sure to get the word out there and get others involved in your project. Try to educate people about your issue in some way. Think about the people affected by your issue. They cannot speak for themselves because they simply do not have the connections that you do. Someone in a homeless shelter does not have a phone or a laptop to make videos and post them. They don't even have the supplies to make a poster. Find your story and why you're drawn to the issue. This resonates with people and connects them to your cause. Here are some adult roles. The Gold Award Advisor. The person from the Gold Award Committee that will check in with you, provide assistance along the way, and ensure paperwork is completed. This is assigned after your proposal is approved by the Gold Award Committee. It is extremely important that you keep in contact with your advisor every month. Please keep your advisor informed of all changes in your project. This will ensure that your project gets completed and you are able to earn it within the specified time frame. A project advisor. This is a volunteer that is usually the specialist in your project field, like a veterinarian, a nurse, or nutritionist. This can't be your parent or Girl Scout troop leader. And then project team. These are Girl Scout volunteers and other adults who can help you figure out what you want to do and volunteer to help you with your project. Getting materials and help for your project may require money. However, there are national guidelines and even IRS requirements that we must follow as Girl Scouts surrounding money earning and fundraising. You may not need any funds for your project, and that is okay. But if you do, you can use personal money, cookie dough, or troop funds if that's approved by the rest of the troop. You can also choose to donate supplies or items. You can also complete a money-earning activity to earn money with activities such as bake sales, spaghetti dinners, garage sales, service unit events, car washes. To do this, you need to complete the money-earning form on the Council website under Forms and Documents on the left-hand side, and you'll need to receive approval before beginning the activity. This is so we can ensure you're on the right track. Here are some simple guidelines that will help you with money earning and your gold project. It is important to note that while collections and donations are permitted, they alone do not constitute a Gold Award project. If you want to include a collection or drive in your project, make sure it is part of your project but not the focus. For example, if you wanted to work with young hospital patients, you could create a program where you visit the hospital once a week to teach younger children how to read or write because they've missed so many days of school while they're in the hospital. Then you could have a drive to collect books or writing materials for the hospital to share with their patients. However, you cannot only have a book drive for your gold project. Finally, you can share your project with the community and accept any donations that organization or individuals choose to give. To be clear, this means you cannot ask for money, but if someone wishes to donate, you can accept the donation. Please be sure to explain to these individuals who offer donations that these donations are not tax deductible. The Gold Award timeline involves the following. The first step is to attend a Gold Award workshop. That's what you're doing right now, so you can go ahead and check that off your to-do list. As long as you fill out the question and answer review, your attendance will be recorded. Gold Award workshops are mandatory, so if we don't receive your question and answer review, we won't know that you attended the workshop. Second, upon submitting your project proposal, you will hear one of three things. 1, that your project was approved and you can begin the project. 2, your project is approved conditionally, that some changes need to be made, and once those are made, you can begin your project. Or 3, that you need to resubmit your proposal. If this is the case, we'll call you. Every topic can somehow be turned into a Gold Award project. After that, you can start working on your project. You'll also be connected with a member of our communications team to help you document your process along the way. Step 4, track your hours and take pictures. Take as many pictures of yourself and your project as possible and share them. Also, pictures don't have to be of just the project. If you have a meeting with your advisor, you can take a picture. If you're going to the beach to figure out where you'll install the trash cans, take a picture. Or maybe even a video. Pictures are a part of the final report, which we'll cover in a moment. Stay in touch with your advisor and carry out your required 80 hours. While we currently don't require budget forms or time logs, it is definitely in your best interest to keep a log of your time and your expenditures. Step 5. As soon as you finish your project, it is time to submit your final report. You should hear back from the council within 2 weeks, and if you don't, it is your responsibility to follow through. Step 6. The final deadline to complete your project and submit the final report is September 30th of your 12th grade year. However, if you want to be recognized at the Young Women of Distinction ceremony, which is our annual award ceremony held in May, your final report must be turned in by March 15th. It takes us some time to process the awards and make sure everything is complete and ensure that we have all the materials we need. If we do not have your project submission by March 15th, you won't be recognized this year. With that said, if you miss that deadline or need an extra month, that's fine. We will still accept your final report up until September 30th, and then you can be recognized at the Young Women of Distinction ceremony next year. Ways to get started. Reach out. You don't need a complicated project proposal in order to start reaching out. Use your resources, school, activities, internet, etc. Have conversations and see where your idea takes you. Who do you know? What communities can you reach out to? Who may know people that could help? A friend's older sibling, a teacher, a coach. Identify the project. What can be the focal point of your project? Are you creating something, starting something? Identify that thing. And expand. How can you grow this idea? Can you add a teaching component? Perhaps involve social media or contact the local government? National Young Women of Distinction. The top 10 Gold Awards in the country are selected after being nominated by their councils. Nominations take place after the projects are approved and final decisions are shared in late August, so our council will always be looking to nominate you if possible. Scholarship money is awarded and girls are flown to New York City to learn more about presenting their projects at GSUSA's National Convention. Once you've completed this workshop, be sure to fill out your question and answer review. If you still aren't sure what to do, start thinking about your community, what you enjoy doing, and what activities your troop already does together. Think about community issues that you want to work toward resolving and have a brainstorming session where you can figure out ways you might be able to do that. Come up with a couple of project ideas, and once you start thinking about them and outlining the possible projects, it might turn out that one of them works a lot better than another. And make sure you submit your proposal and get approval before you begin working. Now that you've completed the workshop, here's some contact information for you along the way. You can contact the Council via email at customercare@gsgcf.org. Please use Gold Award as a subject line of the email. There are several people throughout the Council that can help work with Gold Award process. So by calling the Council at 800-232-4475, you'll be connected to your troop and volunteer support specialist. Congratulations on starting along this process. We can't wait to receive your proposal.